exploring the multiverse of pop culture.
This is Podcasserole.
An Adam and JP show.
Well, hey, welcome to Podcasserole.
Oh, hello. A nice summer edition.
Man, I got to tell you, the heat is on. We have got to get out of this bonus room.
We almost get used to it after a few minutes up here.
Yeah, you do kind of get used to it. But every time we record up here, it reminds me of like those old movies set in the South where everybody's sweating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like an old, either a preacher or a lawyer, and I've got like a cloth dab in my head.
It's like we're recording in a John Grisham novel.
I do declare. You're right. I feel that. With like the sweaty chest, and it's a button-up shirt with like 3 buttons undone.
Yeah. You're out of order, sir.
Oh, speaking of that, I have court in 48 hours.
For what?
That's that massive speeding I did. Remember that 37 miles per hour they hit me with?
You're going to court for that?
Yeah.
Why?
They tell me if I go to court and appear physically that the fine will be reduced.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I'm still going to go and plead guilty.
Do you have to pay court costs?
I don't know what that even means. I don't know. This is my first real time in court. I mean, real time.
Dun, 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 dun.
To be honest, it's my second time in court in 6 months. Man, for a rule follower, that's rough. Do you remember the last one over from 4 years ago? The cop comes to my house, knocks on my door. Is Adam home? And serves me papers for court saying that in 2015 I was delinquent on city taxes for a house I sold, which is impossible. Do you remember that story?
Oh, I do remember that story now.
I had to go to court a few months ago for that.
Oh, wow. Did you win?
Well, there was no, they pretty much called my name when I go to the, to talk to your Honorable, what's-his-face.
Yeah.
I just think of Fred Gwynn and my cousin Vinny every time. When I go to talk to Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster, as I almost speak to him and see what's going to happen, we'll call him a lawyer, but he's a guy in, some Dockers. Comes up. He's like, hey, follow me, buddy.
Is it Matthew McConaughey?
yeah, that's it. And we go to a small room. He tells me the deal, and pretty much it's like he's saying, just don't worry about it. It's out of my hand. For like a year, I've literally been sweating over this for my court dates and cops knocking on my door looking for me.
Yeah.
And they just tell me to don't worry about it.
Was this guy legitimate?
I hope so.
Or was it just some random guy in Dockers?
I'm hoping when I go to court again on Tuesday, I don't get busted.
I know.
You see me just cussing and spitting like Stone Cold.
Well, do you have me on speed dial just in case?
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Now I've been caught speeding in 37 miles per hour, and at 25, which was just recently turned 25 miles per hour, and coming down a hill. I have so many things. I mean, coming down a hill.
Yeah.
On 24 hours prior, this was 35 miles per hour.
Uh-huh.
I'm driving 37. I got pulled over. It was so ridiculous. Like the cop comes after, 6 cars back.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's for someone else. So I pull over to help, let him by. And he pulls behind me. I'm like, are you serious?
Where you headed, Tony Stewart?
And the worst thing was...
That was the only race car driver name I could think of.
Hey, Kulwicki, what's the big deal?
Kulwicki. What's your hurry, Jeff Gordon?
And so the reason I'm driving fast, I had a dog that got sick on my bed the night before and got the comforter jacked up. Our washer and dryer is a normal size washer and dryer. It's not the big economy size, so you can't wash that in the house washing machine. So I have to go to the laundromat.
Right.
And so I'm driving there with this nasty comforter, and Bubba Bob pulls me over for a 37 mile per hour ticket.
Whoop whoop.
Ridiculous.
Did he ask you if you knew why he had pulled you over?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And what did you say?
I have no clue. That's what I told him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was like, looks like you got a busted taillight. And then he busted your taillight out.
I've had so many problems with cops. I probably shouldn't talk about it, but I have. I've had a lot of problems. I've never even put my lips on a cigarette, but I've been on the side of the interstate searched, like spread eagle searched for drugs.
Oh, I have too.
Yeah.
That happened to me. Well, not recently, but...
What? What? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. During that period of time where we were in a group hanging out all the time, and I would always drive, to our friend's house. I was on the way to our friend's house one night, and I got pulled over, and they're like, it was one cop and then 3 other cop cars with lights on, like, show up and pull in behind me. And they tell me not to get out of the car, but to keep my hands on the steering wheel. Then the officer comes up, and I can tell he has his hand on his gun. And he's like, roll the window down.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. And hard to do that with my hands on the steering wheel. And he's like, do you have any weapons in the car? And I said, there's a pocket knife in the console. Okay, there's a pocket knife in your console. I'm going to need you to step out, walk backwards, keep your hands on the back of the trunk,
Wow.
flat on the trunk lid. I'm like, okay. They spread my legs, searched me, went through my car. And then at the end, I'm like, so what did I do? And
Yeah.
he goes, oh, you didn't do anything. Everything's fine. I was like, what do you think I might have done? He goes, oh, your car fits the description of a shooting.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, have a good night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very disconcerting.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not fun.
No. Man, wow. So what happened with mine, a friend of mine was driving, his tags were expired. They pull him over, and we had a few guys in the car. I'm in the back seat, and I'm just I move like a human does, and he pulls me out by my arm and says he thought I was like hiding drugs in places.
Yeah.
What?
What were you shoving under the seat?
Donuts? I
Nothing?
don't know. A donut wrapper? A nutty bar? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I was touched in places I didn't know I had places. I mean, he went up in there.
What?
Up in there. Not like
On the side of the road?
yeah, well, not like inside. He was up there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was in the cheeks. He was swiping that credit card. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, got the old Finkeleinhorn right there.
Well, I think everything will be fine.
Yeah.
In your speeding ticket.
Yeah, should I change my address on my license before I go there?
Well, you don't have time.
I can do it tomorrow. I have one day in between.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to get it done that fast.
I thought you go there the day
Oh,
of.
yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get a paper one, though. And then
Really?
they send you, yeah.
no,
Because I
no.
just recently
They're
got
onto me.
Yeah. So they print out a paper license for you right there that you can carry around. That's legitimate. But you don't get your actual license.
Okay.
They send it in the mail.
Because I've never thought about that. I never changed my address from 2015.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is this still your current address? Well, what did you tell the cop when he had to ask you that?
I never asked that.
Really?
Yeah.
He never said, is this your current address?
If so, I don't remember. And if I do, I wasn't lying. I actually thought it was on there. Not until afterwards did I check it like, uh-oh.
Wow.
Man, see, I'm going to get busted.
Man.
Like the ending of a bad movie.
Well, I'll put money in your commissary fund.
Please do. You sneak in some honey buns for me?
Nobody knows
Man.
the troubles I've seen.
I'm not a hypochondriac in health reasons, but when it comes to that kind of stuff, I always am. I've had this nightmare fear since I was way too young to have those fears of being arrested for something I didn't do.
Me too.
And now that I have the smallest sliver of an illegality in my record, I'm just terrified. I live in a condo, like a townhome, and my next door neighbor is a state trooper.
We should make friends with him.
Yeah. That's a state trooper. And I guess there was a buddy of theirs that came to visit them. So a big cop SUV pulls in front of my place, right? And gets out and starts walking towards my door. I'm like, here he goes. They're going to swat me right here.
For
They're going to
what?
bust my windows in. He walks past my door and goes to my neighbors. I'm like, oh, God.
I know that feeling. There was
Like, I have nothing to worry about, but I'm always worried I'm in trouble for something.
there was a night not too long ago where I just happened to look out the window and there was a cop car sitting with its lights on right in front of our house. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what is going on? What is going on?
Yeah.
What, are they about to come in here?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
What? And then, so I sat and watched until he turned his lights off and just went up the road.
Wow.
I'm like, what do they think's going on here?
Wow.
I mean,
I was like, oh, HQ's on. Hold on.
if you,
Pulls the side of the road.
it's $50,000 tonight.
Yeah.
Watch the Netflix series When They See Us,
Yeah.
and you see exactly how bad it could be if you go to prison for something you didn't do.
Oh, yeah?
What's going on over there?
I got a new Apple Watch, and I forgot to turn the
Oh,
settings
let's
off.
see it.
Well, it's an Apple Watch. You know how
Let's
those work.
see it.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
old Apple Watch.
What's the face you use?
Well, we're in big time Disney hype right now, so
Yeah. You got the
stuff.
Mickey Mouse face?
I do. Here we go. Yeah.
It's 10:08. Good night, pal.
Yeah.
Hiya, pal.
We're in Disney hype.
Yeah, I had the Mickey
Let me
face
hide
for a
this
minute.
because I've forgot / don't really know how to turn those settings off. So,
It's fun. It's okay.
but that's the problem. I'm in so many group chats with friends, acquaintances, with family members. Like it's just ding ding at all times.
I did have to turn my message alert off on my phone.
because that will be going for a long
I get
time.
my emails and news. That's all that comes to my phone now. I
Oh,
like to
yeah.
get the news.
Speaking of that, how was your week of Twitter? I saw the first 24 hours. You had 3 or so tweets.
Yeah, I did okay. then it just kind of I lost. I'll try. You know what?
Yeah, you try again.
Well, I'll be doing a lot of CMA Music Fest stuff next week, or this week actually. It's this week. So, do you want me to tweet that out?
If you want to.
Hey, look, I'm hanging
Hey.
with Easton Corbin. Hey, look, it's Mickey Guyton.
Hashtag who for these? I don't know what those are. Are those new up and comers?
Hey, look, it's Brooks and Dunn.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. Are those new Scotty McCreery's?
I am interviewing Scotty McCreery.
wow.
I've interviewed Scotty McCreery recently.
Is that like he's a young guy, right?
Yeah. I interviewed Hunter Hayes a couple of weeks ago.
Young guy?
Yeah.
They sound awful young.
They
There's
are.
no names.
Yeah.
No Merles, no Whalens.
Tennille Towns got confirmed today. She's really good.
Captain and Tennille?
See, here's the funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her about that the first time I interviewed her. No clue who I was talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think I asked her manager, and her manager didn't know. So I was like, you know what? Not going to go there.
Wow.
Do you remember Captain and Tennille? But she's really good.
Yeah.
She's really good. I think you'd like her.
Yeah, hop back on the Twitter, on the tweets. Because once again, I'll be in the slammer, so I don't think they allow my... maybe I can sneak my Apple Watch in my butthole. You think so?
I don't know. Like, I really hope you don't go to jail.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's illegal to not have your correct address on
I
your
know.
driver's license.
I know.
And this is going to come out.
Yeah.
It's going to come out. The judge is going to ask you,
know.
are you Adam? Yes. Do you live at blah, 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 blah?
So I should go tomorrow and get that changed,
and you're
correct?
going to say,
Question. If I say yes, that is my address, how can they... I mean, what's going to happen then?
I mean, it depends on if they have records from the whole thing that you went through in 2015 when you
Yeah.
thought you owed the city taxes.
Mamma mia.
Well, it looks like here they've got everything, man. They know everything. They know everything.
Jeez.
Though I briefly mentioned it, do watch the limited Netflix series When They See Us. It's heartbreaking.
Really?
Heartbreaking. Yeah. And it is about a group of guys that got convicted for something they didn't do.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Five.
It always has been.
5 young men in 1989 arrested for a rape that they didn't commit. And then the oldest one, the rest of them got sent like through juvenile detention and up. And then the oldest one got sent right to adult prison. Got sent to Rikers Island as a
Wow.
16-year-old
Wow.
for something he didn't do. It is a heartbreaking story. But it has well, no, it doesn't have a happy ending. It has I would like to say it has a happy ending, but it's not really. Once you go to prison for something you didn't do,
Yeah.
and it ruins your reputation for life, there's really no happy ending. There's resolution. How about that? There's
Yeah.
resolution at the end of the story. But do you want to get into the subject for today?
Let's do some music.
Okay,
Some
so-
less jail talk.
Yeah, let me take your mind off of this. So, we're going to do, as you might have seen in the title, the summer soundtracks of 1984. First, I want to ask you this question before we do anything else. In researching the films of 1984, which I know you did, I always think of 85 as being a really strong movie year. 86 is pretty strong. 1984 is one of the best movie years
It's huge.
I've looked up.
Yeah.
So many. Beverly Hills Cop comes out. Ghostbusters comes out. Karate Kid comes out. Amadeus comes out in 1984. I mean, and we're going to focus on the summer films, but I think we should go back at some point and just do an episode about the films of 1984.
Yeah, it's a lot. Quite a bit.
And do a comprehensive list of just how many record-setting and groundbreaking and fan-favorite movies came out in 84. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And we'll hit some of them when we do the summer soundtracks.
For sure.
But you know what happens when we do a music episode?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to play a round of that hits the Spotify. Adam?
Yeah.
How do we play that hits the Spotify?
The way this works. So this week, you are the host of That Hits the Spotify. You will pick a band of your choice. I have no idea what band that is. We're going to read the top 5 streamed songs from that band, and I have to guess those before you tell me those. The top 5 streamed songs currently from that band on Spotify. I guess you tell me if it's right or wrong. We play the song.
So you said that, by the way, this is our first that hits the Spotify of the calendar year 2019.
Is it? It's been that
We
long?
haven't played it this year.
Whoa,
This
are you
is the first
serious?
time. Yeah.
My life is a blink.
I know.
You think it'll go that fast in prison?
It seems like it. I bet it's, especially if you're in solitary confinement.
Oh, man, they're going to put me in solitary?
I mean,
Off of the numbers? I'm going to lie. Yeah, I still live there. I'm good. I'm just driving by, checking the mailbox every day from that place.
oh boy.
That's how we dig deeper.
I asked you what you were in the mood for. You said rock.
Yeah,
80s, 90s, or 2000s.
Yeah.
So I chose the rock group Bush.
Ah,
Adam, can you name the top 5 streamed songs by Bush on Spotify?
okay, I want to go less likely to be on there first. I've always been a Werewolf fan. In the late 90s, they had a sequel to a classic called An American Werewolf in Paris, the sequel to London, and one of the songs from that was called Mouth. Is Mouth on the top 5 songs on their Spotify?
No.
Oh, really? Really? Mouth isn't on there? You know
Nope.
the song Mouth, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mouth, Mouth, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go a little more obvious. I believe I always get 16 Stone and Razor Blade Suitcase mixed up, but the way they pronounce it is glycerine. Is glycerine on there?
Glycerine
Yeah.
is the most streamed Bush song
Really?
on
I would
Spotify.
have thought my next choice. Okay.
74,431,389. Yeah.
Wow, that just
Boy, this sounds like the 90s.
that does sound like
Must be your skin, I'm sinking in. Must be for real, 'cause now I can feel. I didn't.
Can you think of
yeah.
more?
I would have thought the one I'm going to say next would be number 1, but Machine Head has to be on there.
So you think Machine Head is in the top 5?
Yeah, for sure.
That would be number 2.
Okay. I would have guessed this is
By
number
the
1,
way,
honestly.
my personal favorite.
Oh yeah, for
Bush
sure.
song.
Yeah.
Once again, this sounds like the 90s.
Yeah, the effects they use in the guitar is very 90s.
I'm gonna get to the chorus.
Fingers gotta feel. Bleeding through its arcade smile. I spin on a whim. I slide to the
Wow.
right.
Forgot how much I love this song.
Like electric light. For our love, for our fear, for our rise against the years and years and years. Got a machine head, spiral round, green to red. Machine head, got a machine head, spiral round, green to red. I walk for my machine.
All right, Machine Head number 2, Glycerine number 1. Can you do number 3?
I think I'm stumped. I thought I had 3 for sure with Mouth and Glycerine and Machine Head. I think I'm stumped. Oh, man.
Come Down.
Yep.
Number 3.
I don't want to come back now. That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one. I should have known that. Yeah, it's a good one.
Taking me all this time to find out what I need. Yeah. I don't wanna come back down from this climb. Taking me all this time.
All right, do you want to... You have like one more guess left.
I have no clue.
Oh, come on.
Were there more? I should know this next one too.
You definitely should get this one.
Really?
You definitely should get this
Are
one.
you serious?
Yeah. This will
Really?
be number 4.
I know this.
I know you know this.
wow. Yeah. Man.
Search for your demigod.
Yeah. That's a good band.
Yeah.
We're the saints.
Yeah.
There's no sex in your
Yeah.
violence. There's no sex in your violence. There's no sex in your violence. There's no sex in your violence. Trust you was my way. Everything's in.
On that, yeah.
Everything's in. I don't think so.
Wow.
All of this from the what was the name of this album? 16
Stone. And there's
yeah.
Razorblade Suitcase. I always get those mixed up, but
Yeah.
they were good hits. That band, I'm looking up the band now, only lasted 10 years.
Really?
From 1992 to 2002, they broke up. Bush did.
Are they back? I think they're back.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah, you're right. In 2010, they did come back after an 8-year hiatus.
And I think they have something brand new out.
Is that what number 5 is?
No. Because Spotify started doing, like, there's one song that's technically in the top 5 that this actually has more downloads. This is Swallowed.
Oh, I should have. Yeah.
Feed me up.
Wow. These are all. Yeah, I should have known that one too.
Loaded up. Loathing for a
This is like post grunge. It's
Yeah.
still grungy, but it's an alternative grunge feel to it.
But apparently this is brand new, Bush. From the John Wick soundtrack.
1, 2, or 3.
3. It's called Bullet Holes. Brand new Bush plays now on Podcast Roll. So you did okay. You did okay with that.
Yeah.
So what are you feeling? You want to stick with 90s rock?
Yeah, I think so.
You want to go another decade? You want to go pop? You want to go
go-
country?
You,
You want to go
you totally surprised me.
R&B? You want to
Totally
go
surprised me. We can do rap. Hey, you know what? Give me some 90s or 2000s rap. We don't do much of that.
90s or 2000s rap?
We've done Tupac. We've done Biggie before. Mm-hmm. I think that's all the 90s rap we've done.
We've never done the Beastie Boys.
Have we not?
No.
Oh, my. Oh, wow. It's like one of my top 3 bands of all time. The problem is picking which 5 could be on there.
I know. This is going to be fun.
This will be fun. Good idea. Good idea.
Okay, Adam.
Okay.
Top 5 Beastie Boys songs on Spotify.
I'm almost positive from Hello Nasty, number 1 has to be Intergalactic.
Intergalactic is number 2.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's number 2 with 83,608,376 downloads.
See, unlike the Bush problem where I couldn't think of the songs, I know all these songs. The question is which one's the top 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to guess. And it's not even one of my favorites. Actually, I don't like the song.
Please don't. If you're going to say the number 1 and you don't like it, I don't know that we can be friends anymore.
Oh, no. Let's guess Fight for Your Right to Party.
Oh, no, that's not
Okay,
it.
good.
That's number 3.
Okay.
67, almost 68 million downloads.
Yeah. Like, I don't like this, and I've even read they weren't even a fan. It's kind of a joke.
This is their breakout, though.
Yeah.
I remember when this song came out. Oh, that's so
Porno.
controversial.
Cigarettes and porno.
You can't let the kids listen to this. All right, so Intergalactic's number 2. Fight for Your Right is number 3. You haven't gotten one wrong yet, and you have 3 more in the top 5.
I almost I'm almost positive Sabotage has to be on here.
121 million downloads.
Nice.
Most of those were me. Not downloads, but streams.
Yeah.
Well, me and Captain Kirk.
That's what's cool about the Beastie Boys. Like every instrument you hear is being played by them. They're like an
Yeah.
actual band as well. They need to be.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you've
Okay.
gotten
One,
you've
two,
gotten the
three.
top 3.
Okay, so number 4 and 5, are they newer songs?
Nope.
They're still older.
Yep.
Okay. Oh man.
Both from Hello Nasty.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna guess Body Movin'.
No.
Really?
No, I'm sorry, not Hello Nasty.
Oh.
Let me. What was their debut?
Licensed to Ill.
Licensed to Ill.
Okay.
Thank
okay.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case.
Yeah, they're both from Licensed to Ill.
In that case. I thought. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's do it. Oh man, there's so many. So I love it. I love it. There's no way Paul Revere's on there, is there?
No. Paul Revere
Yeah.
is actually number 6
Really?
on the list. Yeah.
Now,
Love Paul
here's
Revere.
a little story I got to tell about 3 bad brothers you know so well. It started way back in history with that Rob and me.
Mike D.
Been had a little horsey named Paul Revere. Just me and my horsey in a court of...
I remember listening to this at Boy Scout camp. Oh, here you go.
I know it.
I know you're going to get this one.
Brass Monkey has to be on
Brass Monkey's number 5. A Forgotten Gem
Oh, yeah.
from the mid to late 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
Or 80s. 37 million downloads on this one.
Brass monkey, that funky monkey. Brass monkey, chunky, that funky monkey. Brass monkey.
That's more than real.
Drink brass monkey, here's how you feel.
Put your left leg
Down.
your right leg up. Tilt your head.
All right, so we have
Okay.
one more in the top 5. Can you get it? You can get it.
I
You
think-
know this.
I know. I know these songs. I'm trying to think. Okay. I'm going
to give you a hint.
I think it.
If you don't get this one, we both know someone who's going to be very disappointed in you didn't guess a song with their name in it.
Okay, I'm glad you told me that because it's not what I was going to guess. Hey, ladies, which is not that.
Nope.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you said that. I'm going through all my friends' names.
They've been on the show. We even had fun with the name the last time she was on.
Oh, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Oh man, that was painful.
I always thought if Brooklyn was a wrestler, this is what she'd come out to. Almost 46 million downloads on this one.
It's funny you say that. When you have a chance, from the ECW days and late 90s, early 2000s WWE days, there was a faction called the FBI, the Full-Blooded Italians.
I remember them.
And specifically, one of the guys, Nunzio, came
Yeah.
out, and they never said it. 100%, if you can look it up, his theme song was No Sleep Till Brooklyn, the instrumental version. They
Really?
never paid a right to it. And it may have been like a one-note difference, but 100%, Nunzio's theme song was No Sleep Till Brooklyn. You made me think about that.
Wow.
So she could just use Nunzio's theme song.
That's true.
Can you look it up? Is it on YouTube somewhere? Do they have Nunzio's theme song?
That's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute to look up. Okay, so
That may be my first 100% for that hits the Spotify.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Do you want to go one more? Or do you want to?
Whatever you I can't top that.
Trying to
Think
think.
of one more?
I want to give you one more because we
Okay.
usually do 3. What's one more artist we could do?
You got to tell me. I can't pick my own.
I'll let you pick the decade.
We haven't had any 2000s yet. We've been 80s, 90s so far. Give me some 2000s.
2000s rock, pop.
We've done some rap and rock. Give me some pop.
You want some 2000s pop? Boy, that's
And
That's
we've done Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, I believe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Who can we do? All right. You're going to do That Hits the Spotify, the Kesha edition.
Oh, no. Wow. I may get one of those. Wow, I don't know if I get one of those. What's the name of this?
Holy crap, the streams on these.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
All right.
I'm ready. I know number one right now has to be the song Praying, right?
That's number 2.
Okay.
Very good.
That song's huge, where it was like last year.
Yeah, with 271 million streams.
No more monsters, I can breathe again.
Let me know this detail at least, or any of the songs on here featuring her. Do those count? there's
No,
a-
these are all her.
There's a big song that feature. Okay.
The best is yet to come. You said that I was done.
At least I didn't make you do Selena Gomez.
I'm probably better with that than Kesha.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think. What's her song? Everyone knows the song. Hold on, I'm gonna sing it. Hold on.
Do you want me to give me number 5?
P. Diddy, brushing your teeth, liquor. What's the song called? I'm old.
Wake up
Yep.
in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out
Well, I
the
guess
door. I'm
P. Diddy
gonna
is in this
hit
song.
this
Oh, yeah.
city. Before I leave, brush
TikTok?
my teeth with
Is
a
it TikTok?
bottle of
Yes.
Jack. 'Cause when I leave
Speaking of
for the
TikTok,
night,
I've got
I
a
ain't
bone to pick with
coming
TikTok.
Oh, I know you do.
I'm talking pedicure on our toes, trying on all our clothes. Boys blowing up our phones. Drop top and playing our favorite CDs, pulling up to the parties, trying to get a little bit tipsy. Don't stop, make it pop, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight.
Like, this feels like a fairly modern song. I think the song is over 10 years old, isn't it?
Probably so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't stop, make it pop.
Okay, so we have TikTok, we have Praying.
I think that may be where I'd tap out.
Oh, you know this one? This is number 5. You know this.
Sounds like Lady Gaga so far.
Maybe I need some rehab, or maybe just need some sleep. I got a sick obsession. I'm seeing
So,
it in my dreams.
what changed her?
I'm looking down every alley. I'm making those
She went from this.
calls.
What's that?
I'm staying
I think
up
bad
all
experiences
night
with record labels.
Right,
against the
but
wall. What you got,
Okay, yeah, no, yeah.
hard to
Is this your love?
Your Love Is My Drug.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
Number 5.
2.5.
find. I'm all strung out.
But she went from this, like, even her singing style. This is
I just can't
Yeah.
clearly like on purpose,
find. 'Cause you're
like, not good. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Later on, she shows she has pipes in the newer songs,
Yeah.
and she's very subdued now and covered, and like honestly, a little bigger now. I mean, she's a little more
I
homelike.
think she got healthy. As
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
honestly think is what
Right.
happened with Kesha. I
But
think
even
she
her singing style and tone
is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. She went from like crazy Britney years to Adele within like 5 or 6 years.
All these songs remind me of when we first started doing this podcast.
hot and dangerous. If you're one of
man.
us, then roll with us, 'cause
We
make
are
the
who
hipsters
we
fall in
are.
love when
Oh,
we got our
yeah.
pants on and up. And yes,
That's number
of
4.
course we does. We
I
running
do
this
not like this music.
Number 3 is Die Young.
This was like that. This was safe. This was like diet dubstep days.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, the kids like electronic, huh? Why this here?
lines running till we out of time. Wild child's looking good. Living
Do you want a redemption artist?
Maybe that was a rough one.
All right, Miley Cyrus, go.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh man,
do this.
We're back in Beastie Boys. I know so many songs. Which one's the best?
But this is gonna be one of them that where I got to do the math here because these are out of order. All
Oh.
right, but I got it. We can.
Okay. Wrecking Ball is going to be up there.
Wrecking Ball is, let's see, this 1, 2, 3, 4. That's number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. I came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, I just closed my eyes and swung. Let me cry.
I should have made you do the Cheetah Girls.
It better be, but I believe We Can't Stop should be on there. Fantastic song.
We Can't Stop is number 1.
There we go. Stand by it. This is a fantastic song.
Just barely. Just barely number 1. with 419 million streams.
The next part's where it gets embarrassing if I tell you my favorite Miley Cyrus songs that aren't on here. It's like I know Miley Cyrus deep cuts, and that's not good.
Well, take a shot in the dark.
This is like a few years into the podcast, going to the conventions a lot. We saw a lot of Miley cosplayers, the big bear backpacks.
Oh yeah. I think it was this song is when you admitted your ever or never dying love for Miley.
It's true. Okay, I'm going to guess with one of her newer songs, like last year was a single, Malibu. Is Malibu on here?
Malibu's number 2. 415 million.
Love Malibu. Okay, the other two are, and do I have a chance at all?
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah. Number 1 is, or actually no, number 5 is a featuring Miley Cyrus.
Really? And I should know it?
No, you would know the one before that. Should know number 4.
The one featuring is the title a number?
No.
Dang it. Give me number 5 first, if I won't know it. I should know that one.
You should know this one.
Party in the USA. Oh, I know what the next one is then. I know. We're going, is this older? Is the other one older Miley as well?
I'm going to show my Miley ignorance here and tell you no.
It's not older Miley?
Maybe? I don't know.
So it's not The Climb.
No.
It's not... Hey, play 2 seconds and stop and see if I can get it for you. Whoa, I've never heard that song in my life. Okay, I don't know that at all.
Nothing breaks like a heart.
I've never heard of that.
Yes, this is from this year.
I never heard this one, huh?
Yeah, this is like her latest.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never
This
been...
is like one of those Mark Ronson collaborations.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
She's trying to go back country now, huh?
I like this song.
Yeah, that's
You found a Miley song I like. I like Wrecking Ball too.
Yeah. So she's very... Give me a 30-second Miley soapbox here. Mm-hmm. Like her or not...
Oh, hold on a second. I'm going to put some music underneath this,
okay.
all right?
You know, Miley Cyrus, as an artist, like her or not, she's very diverse. She can do some country, pop, rock, even rap. If you want it, Miley can give it. Just give her a chance. Miley Cyrus. Okay, I'm good. You know, her name is actually Destiny Cyrus, but they nicknamed her Smiley because she smiled so much as a child, but she couldn't say Smiley. So she called herself Miley, and it stuck.
Interesting.
I feel like I'm doing a Ken Burns Miley Cyrus documentary.
So,
in 1989.
So what's your favorite?
I'm just guessing on the birthday.
What's your favorite In Vogue album?
I don't know album names of In Vogue, at least.
Prejudice. Wrote a song about it.
Like to hear it? Here it go. Dang it. You're on to me. It took me because I was like, wait, I heard this like an hour ago. Oh, wait, you're going through my most recently played songs. That's funny.
I loved In Vogue
Yeah, they're good.
in the early 90s. Loved In Vogue. I mean, I guess I still like it.
I think it was just good songwriting.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, their vocal chops aren't too crazy. Memorable members aren't there. I just think it was good songwriting. Whoever it was, good props to them.
This is a fun video, too.
Yeah. Almost like a fashion show, right?
Yeah. They have a lot more albums than I thought.
Really?
All right, well, let's go to today's topic.
All right.
Summer soundtrack songs.
I did pretty all right, minus the Kesha time.
I think you did. I think you did fantastic.
I aced.
I'm
Beastie
very proud
Boys.
of you.
I almost aced
Miley.
Miley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 70%.
Yeah. Maybe we should just do an episode about Miley sometime.
That's in our Marvel stuff. Yeah.
You're very passionate.
In theory, she is a family. She's in the real life sister-in-law of Thor, so kind of it ties in.
That's true. And
Yeah.
sold Billy Ray a car seat for Miley once.
Really?
You know this story.
No, I don't.
When I worked at Toys R Us when I first started working there.
I don't know this story at all.
In the height of Billy Ray madness, achy breaky fever had gripped the nation.
Yeah.
We're closing down the old Toys R Us, and guys standing outside trying to get in. We've already locked the doors. It's Billy Ray Cyrus. He wants to come in. He needs to buy a baby seat. So who do you think that baby seat had to have been for?
Yeah. Wow.
Miley.
Huh.
I sold Miley probably her first car seat.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Nice to sell her frappuccinos.
that's true.
Wow.
A lot. She had a nice Jeep too, right?
Oh yeah, big bright yellow Jeep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told you, so
Miley.
this was when she was still Disney's princess. She was 16, 17, and comes up in like these trashy clothes and smoking and stuff. So, and I was like, what? I thought you were.
I thought you were Hannah Montana.
Yeah. And 2 or 3 years later, the real Miley came out. So it's funny to see how they kind of kept the wrangle on that.
It's so cute that you, twice her age, was like, but I thought you were America's princess.
That's funny.
1984, Adam, what were you doing in the summer of 1984?
The summer, I was 3 months from my big entrance. That's where I was.
From the Big Adam Pop.
Yeah. I was by the gorilla position where you had to come up the ramp there.
I
where I
was in the summer of 84, I would have been 10.
Yeah.
So a lot of these movies we're going to talk about. Now, you said you didn't think there were a lot of movies with soundtracks, which is true, or memorable soundtracks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go through, and actually some of these are going to be the scores from some of these movies. And I have a lot of them, and I'm going to try to get through them in 15 minutes.
Oh.
So let's get this one out of the way right now, because this is one of the more memorable soundtrack songs, probably one of the biggest songs of 1984.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Ghostbusters was the biggest film of 1984 until it was beat by Beverly Hills Cop in December. But Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters.
If you're seeing things running through your head, who can you call?
Now, everybody knows this song on the soundtrack,
So
but
you're
go ahead.
telling me that Beverly Hills Cop is the biggest movie of '84?
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
A comedy that released in December
Yeah.
is that shows how the box office has changed, right?
Yeah, and it's only like 200 million.
Wow.
Like, it only beat Ghostbusters by a couple of $1 million. Yeah. Ray Parker Jr. got in a lot of trouble for this song because Huey
Right,
Lewis
right.
sued Ray Parker Jr. saying this sounded too much like I Want a New Drug. Turns out that the filmmakers actually had approached Huey Lewis to do the soundtrack song and then didn't. They didn't want to do it. And so then Ray Parker Jr. writes Ghostbusters, which sounds a lot like I Want a New Drug. I call shenanigans.
Odd, eh?
And so did the court. Elmer Bernstein did the score for Ghostbusters, so I want to play a little bit of the Ghostbusters theme.
Yeah.
This takes you right into the movie, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. Yep. To show you how powerful and impactful branding is, I feel like I'm listening and loading up an episode of the Yes Have Some podcast right now. That's how their show starts too.
That's
funny.
true.
Yeah.
A couple of more songs from the Ghostbusters soundtrack. You remember this one? This is in the film twice. The one is when they finally get a client.
Oh yeah, we got one.
The first time you hear this, though, is when they run out of the library at the beginning.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. The bus boys cleaning up the town. I mean, this is about the Ghostbusters. This
Is it
tells
really?
the story of
I've
the
never
Ghostbusters.
actually listened to the lyrics
Yeah.
before. That's funny. I should listen to that.
About 5 o'clock, those boys came up and they could see those spooks were real. And they knew they better get right to work, so they revved up the Ectomobile.
The Ectomobile. The Thompson Twins had a song on the soundtrack, but you only hear it like when they're listening to the radio. In the headquarters, they have the radio on, and this is playing in the background.
Tell me, what am I supposed to do? In the name of love, yeah.
last song from the Ghostbusters soundtrack we're going to feature. Now, do you recognize this at the beginning?
I do, but I don't.
This is actually in an important. This song is featured in a kind of important plot point of the movie. Okay, so what about now? I'm going to take you up to this point in the song and tell me if you recognize it, starting right around here.
Yes. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all the spirits are coming out of the top
sky.
of the building. Yeah.
Weird. That's funny how that's ingrained. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that music does set a big tone. You don't think about that for Ghostbusters. You always think of the Ray Park song, but this is, wow, it's powerful.
And the Elmer Bernstein score.
Yeah.
Another great soundtrack writer is Jerry Goldsmith. I would put Jerry Goldsmith in the category of maybe not a John Williams, but definitely like an Alan Silverstreet or James Horner, who did the Titanic. Jerry Goldsmith has done a lot of work on films over the years. The next movie we're going to feature, he did the soundtrack for, and it's really all score. I don't think there's any songs on the soundtrack, but here's the opening. And I'll see if you can guess what movie this is. I'll bump it up just a little bit. But I mean, it's like a legitimate score.
Right, yeah.
But the most...
I know what this is.
Oh, yeah. That was a little giveaway right there. Here, okay, this will help.
It's right in my
This will
brain.
help.
This is killing me. Oh, yep. Yeah. Wow. Yep.
Adam, I've come to a decision at this point in my life.
Yeah.
At my funeral.
Uh-huh.
When some nice things are said
Uh-huh.
and everybody's real sad, I want this music to just start blaring. So much synth.
It is the 80s. A lot of synth.
All right, next movie we're going to talk about is The Karate Kid. The Karate Kid.
Yes.
I did not know Survivor had a song on it.
So, yeah. In doing research, and I went back and watched it, honestly, it is like the opening song.
The Moment of Truth?
Yeah.
By Survivor?
Yeah.
This is the opening
Yeah.
song?
Yeah. And so, have you heard the story behind this? How this worked out?
No.
And so, as we'll go on, I think there's the big song of this movie.
Yeah.
I guess we'll wait until we get there, then I'll tell my story. But keep in mind Survivor. Keep that in mind.
Really?
Keep Survivor in mind. But go to the next song whenever you're ready.
Okay.
It all ties together.
Well, the next one I'm going to do is this is actually not featured on the soundtrack, but to me is one of the most memorable songs in the movie because when I think about Karate Kid, I think about the scenes with this song in it. And it's Bananarama,
right,
Cruel
yeah.
Summer.
Yeah.
But if on the official soundtrack, it's not on there.
Right, yeah.
But Bananarama, Cruel Summer is, I think, twice. I think
Was
it's
this
in
during like the beach party scenes and all
Yes.
that? Like when
Yeah.
yeah.
And right before the Cobra Kai guys chase him down that night when they're all dressed in black with the painted
skeletons
faces.
and all. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the song that leads into that scene.
Yeah.
Well, it's featured in the scene. That
Have you
leads
watched
into that.
Cobra Kai yet?
No.
You
Have you?
Yeah.
Is it really good?
It's well done.
I hear
It
it's
seems like it'd be kind of a joke comedy, make fun of it, but it's well done. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think this is the one you're thinking about, Joe Esposito.
Yeah. Yeah. So this song was originally written and given to Stallone for Rocky III as the theme for Rocky III.
No.
Yeah. He turns it down and decides to use Survivor instead, of course, Eye of the Tiger. But it's funny that Survivor also had a song. And all, of course, Karate Kid is directed by John G. Avildsen, who also directed Rocky 1 and 5. It all ties in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah. This could have been the Rocky 3, and this could have been Eye of the Tiger instead.
It sounds like a Rocky song. It really
that,
does.
that was the point of the writing. But they wrote that, gave it, and Stallone's like, nah.
Oh, wow.
I want something else. But I mean, Eye of the Tiger's iconic now.
Yeah.
Just the opening.
That's true. I think I want this song to play every morning when I get up.
Start the song again. Start that song one more time. I'm
Okay.
trying to think what's more iconic.
All right.
Yeah, see?
Oh,
Compared
yeah.
to like that, like that gets you pumped.
So much testosterone.
Yeah, but that was chosen, instead of Survivor, instead of that.
And now this is not necessarily a soundtrack song. There wasn't a memorable soundtrack for this movie, but it is a memorable score, and I wanted to feature it since we're doing the summer of 1984. Was the first time we heard this.
What is this?
Mahoney!
I thought so.
What an amazing march for the Police Academy movies.
It's time for a resurgence, right? Like, you think a reboot or a sequel? What do you think? Remake?
A remake.
You
Yeah.
think so?
But I don't know. I think it would lose its charm.
Yeah, it'd be like Bradley Cooper and stuff like that.
Yeah. And it would be like, to me, Police Academy is just dirty enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And if it was done today, then it would be Seth Rogen and
Shaq is Hightower.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be as charming.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the first time we heard this in 1984.
Wow.
Also on the soundtrack for Police Academy was Frankie Goes to Hollywood
Oh, wow.
and Relax.
Wow.
It was featured in the film.
Was number 3? No. Number 6? What number is City Under Siege?
Oh, gosh.
That's the one I've seen the
3?
most. That's the one- I used to own that on VHS. So back in the day, in the 80s, at least in my small town, certain gas stations would rent out movies. Did you ever have gas stations like that?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Mom and
yeah.
Pop, that was the big thing. It was movie rentals.
Yeah.
And one of these gas stations in the late 80s, early 90s stopped doing that, got out of the business. So they put most of their VHS tapes on sale for like $1 a piece. I went in there and had like a fit. My mom's like, get one movie. And I picked City Under Siege. And I watched it nonstop over and over. Whatever number that was, that's the one I've seen the most by far.
I think it was 3.
Was it?
Yeah. It was. I know it was really early in the run.
Was it?
Or really late in the run. One or the other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen one maybe once,
Yeah.
and maybe not any other ones, but City Under Siege at least 20 times.
Citizens on the Patrol is the one I've seen the most.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the one that has David Spade in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Didn't we have a plan to do a?
no, we released it
Did we release it?
on our anniversary, our last anniversary show. We found the Lost Police Academy episode and included it.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
It's
That's funny.
15 minutes of Police Academy. Okay. This is the, when you came in and you said there were not many songs with soundtracks, memorable soundtracks from 1984 or summer of 84, this is the one I looked up to make sure it was actually from the summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Give it to me.
New York City ain't
That is Dolly Parton with a pretty big hit for her at the time, Tennessee Homesick Blues,
Yeah.
from the soundtrack of Rhinestone. And if you know anything about this show, you know, 1, we love Rhinestone,
Yeah.
and 2, there's also this gem of a song. Sylvester Stallone
Oh man.
singing Frankenstein.
Also the first one of this year. First Drinking Stein this year.
is a drinking.
In the tavern down the street is a laboratory where he makes the transformation all the time. In the style of Dr. Blood,
So it's our second acknowledgement of Stallone. And quickly, you saw what I sent you today on the prices of a Stallone convention appearance, right?
Would you pay $500?
If I had that, I would, but I don't have it. That's
To
crazy.
get a picture with
I mean,
Stallone?
that's my. If there's one celebrity I love, it's Stallone. That's the one guy.
No.
If I'm going to spend a lot of money on one person, it's going to be him. But that's tough.
Good
man.
thing you don't want him to sign boxing gloves.
Right,
What was it?
$2,500.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and
I guess everybody does that.
but
Are you
even-
talking about boxing gloves?
even the cheapest for like a to sign a DVD or a magazine was $500 to
Yeah.
sign his name on a DVD.
That's ridiculous.
Man, yeah. So
You're
yeah.
the best around. We had 16 Candles
Oh yeah, right.
in summer of '84. Included. This was one of those Brat Pack films.
Oh yeah, John
where,
Hughes
like,
style.
Yeah, every song on there was some pop hit, and mostly one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
Spandau Ballet and True, which I love this song.
so the nerves that have just begun. Listening to Marvin all night long. This is the sound of my soul.
It also included the Vapors. Do you know the Vapors?
No. Oh wow. Okay. Yes, I do.
Turning Japanese.
Yeah. Is this about what they say it's about?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow. Interesting.
If you don't know, Google the connection between Turning Japanese and Shebop.
I got your picture
Listen to the lyrics.
of me and you. You wrote I love you. I wrote me too. I see the stare at it, there's nothing else to do.
Wow.
It's in color. Your hair is brown. Your eyes are hazel. And soft as clouds. I often kiss you when there's no one else around. I got your picture.
I've never listened to the lyrics. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I'd like a million of you all around myself. I want a doctor to take a picture so I can look at you from inside as well.
Oh wow.
You got me turning up and turning down. I'm turning in, I'm turning right, I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
Wow.
Also, Kajagoogoo makes an appearance on the
Oh,
soundtrack.
God bless you.
With Too Shy. Do you know this one?
No.
Hold your breath, don't even try. Try a little harder. Something's
Yeah,
wrong
dude.
and that
Yeah,
name
yeah, yeah.
you must be
Total like new wave one hit wonders, like you
Yeah.
said.
Ooh, baby, try. Hey, girl, move a little closer. You're too shy. Hush, hush. I do
Just let it be known, if I were alive and in my prime back in the 80s like that, I would be too into that culture.
Yeah.
Like I would have dumb hair, dumb clothes, dumb makeup. I would do that.
If I'd been,
I would be that guy.
If I'd been a little older, I would have too.
Like I love that music.
I was just about too young to.
Like you could be across the table from Boy George right now. Really?
I know. Like you'd still be doing it today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in the 80s.
Like you'd still have a.
I'd probably go to like 93, 94, and you're like, hey, Adam.
Yeah.
Come on. At least check out this new Nirvana album.
Young Americans appears on the soundtrack of 16 Candles. David Bowie. Yeah, you would have like a flock of seagulls haircut.
Yeah. What I could do with that, yeah, like the back.
Every girl.
All right, we just have a couple of more. Now, there is something like, I'm going to do a couple of here. There was a Star Trek movie, Star Trek 3.
So that's Search for Spock, right?
Search for
Yeah.
Spock, yeah. We mentioned James Horner earlier. James Horner did the score for this.
Oh, really?
There was there were 3 breakdancing movies in 1984. One was Breakin'.
Yeah.
One was Breakin' 2, and I can't remember the name of the other one.
They both came out in '84.
They both came out in
Wow.
'84. One Breakin' was in the summer. Breakin' 2 was in the fall.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or winter. Ollie and Jerry. Breakin'. There's no stopping us. We had an Indiana Jones movie in '84, the film that actually created the PG-13 rating.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Indiana Jones: The Temple of Doom. John Williams. And we had The Never-Ending Story.
Uh-huh.
And what's the name of this artist?
It was, I guess you pronounce it Lamal.
Man, so much synth.
Yes, just up and down.
Have you seen the Deadpool? the re-release of Deadpool
No,
2?
I want to check it out though.
Yeah.
I'm curious how that happened.
Yeah. I mean, because it's like kind of the never-ending story, right?
Yeah.
Like Fred Savage.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
And I guess arguably the biggest soundtrack of 1984.
Yes, 100%. Like this was equivalent to a greatest hits album.
It really
But
was.
it's a soundtrack.
It's like I pulled 4 songs
Yeah, it's
off
insane.
the soundtrack
It's
alone.
insane.
That everybody knows. Well, I mean, most
Everyone
people.
should, yeah.
Prince and Purple Rain.
And I think we said it recently. Like I love Prince. I love all of his music. I've never seen Purple Rain.
Eh,
Yeah. That's what I thought.
that's all right.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it's fun because
Like
it's
I
Prince.
love Vanilla Ice. I still never saw Cool as Ice.
Never seen Cool as Ice either. Yo, drop that 0 and get with this hero.
I mean, this music is. I know that the term ahead of its time is cliche, but this is.
Yep.
At this point so far, we've heard pretty much mindless pop, mindless new wave, which I love. But this stuff is deep. Like the lyrics are deep. It has good meanings to it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Ahead of the time.
I think this is one of my favorite Prince songs.
It's a good one. It's one of my trivia standbys.
Yeah. That's probably the last time I heard this.
Is it 2 minutes 57 seconds long? It's around that.
Yes.
Boom.
Wow. Because you need a 3-minute song.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
This is a good one, too.
I always get this mixed up in my head. This is on the Batman soundtrack. It has that feel to it, right?
It does have the
But
Batman
yeah,
feel to it.
I always
yeah.
think it is, but it's not.
You're thinking Party Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's one more soundtrack, though technically not a movie soundtrack. You probably don't know this first debuted in 1984 during the 1984 Olympics. That was the first time this was used, and we have heard it every Olympic game since
wow.
then. John Williams,
yeah.
was commissioned to do music for the 1984 Olympics. And now they just use it.
Yeah.
Summon the heroes.
I didn't know that was the year.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Like, all the stress we have in our day-to-day lives, and someone comes to you like, hey, can you, out of nothing, compose a song for the world? Can you just do that?
That will be beloved and used for eternity.
It makes you wonder how that works. Like, when he watches a movie or film pieces, he's watching this clip with no audio and building from that. But
Yeah.
how does this work? Just watch hours of men running and jumping, and I don't know.
I know that's true. So, let's see if this is it. No, that's not it. There was one I was trying to find. There's actually, is this it? Oh, no. this is actually. But if you can find the NBC nightly news theme, like the one that's used on the network, it is actually. It was actually composed by John Williams.
Right, yeah.
And when you think about that and you hear it, you're like, oh, yeah, that sounds exactly like a John Williams song. But yeah, all the the Olympic stuff. Well, NBC is dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. It sounds like something out of Star Wars. Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun dun. Well, there you have it. Some of the best
Good summer.
soundtrack songs of the summer of 1984.
Fantastic summer. I
Now
wish I was there to see it.
Now we can say we've done it. Because
Yeah.
there was some debate if we had done this
I
before.
wasn't sure.
But I know if we had done it, then I would remember playing the Gremlins theme song.
That's probably true. Yeah, is that your reason for playing?
Check us out online at adamandjp. No, you cannot check us out online at
That's a joke.
adamandjp.
That is a joke.
You can send us an email, adamandjp@gmail.com.
Before I forget, the reason, because I promised you, semi-promised, to get us verified on Twitter before this episode came out. Looking into that, you have to have an actual website to get verified. That's one of the things you have to have. We don't have a website
So we have to go
anymore.
back and get a website again?
No, I don't want to do that for
Like
a blue
everybody
check.
that's verified on Twitter has a website?
That's one of the, like you have the criteria to turn into them, and one of the forms, one of the fields is your actual website. And it's not accepted for like it's not a social media. It has to be an actual .com to it. I know.
So the Pope has a website?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. We won't say it, but I'm pretty sure it's there.
Well, we'll continue.
Well, check us out on Twitter as well as we speak at Adam and JP, because I think you're back on it this week.
I'll
yeah?
try to do it this week. I'll try to tweet.
More than 3?
More than 3. I'm sorry.
Can you do 4 a day?
Can I do 4 a day?
I was trying. Whenever you look back at my
That's true. You're
thing,
doing
I was-
about 4 a day.
I mean, and it was getting stupid. Like, hey, I'm drinking an energy drink. Do you like energy drinks? So stupid. Who does that?
What am I, in football camp? I got to do 4 a day? Come on, boy.
Yeah.
So you can find us on Facebook.
Of course, yeah. Facebook.com/Adam and JP there as well.
I'm Jay Patrick. That's Adam.
You've been eating 1984's casserole.